folks, Sunday. Like it says, Sunday Snippets. That's all bloody S, isn't it? Sunday Snippets. Anyway, so that's what it's about really. Snippets. Bits and bobs. Nothing spectacular. Anyway, so bits and bobs, snippets. Just because it's Sunday. What am I drinking today? It may look orange, it's not pumpkin, it's water, which I do now and then. Nice and cold out the fridge. Just makes a refreshing change now and then. Right, water. One or two bits this week. I did find this for £1, 34-inch chain. I've got to find out what these chains are called. I call it a box chain. It's like links that are squared off, and it's like a squared chain. I call it a box chain. I don't know what the hell it is. 34 inches, and on the end it's got this massive gret, big spike. For a reason, no reason, but it looks pretty flipping good on there. But it is long. Other thing I did this week, I'd bought this a little while back. I'd even forgot about it. It's a memory locket, and it took for bloody ever getting here, and then suddenly one day it just turned up. They're always empty, usually clasped by a little magnet, so if you don't want to lose things out, especially if they're something like baby's first curl of hair or something like that, I think it's best to put a little bit of glue on and just glue it down as well. Stick a knife in there, you can open it again. If any of you had seen the video I did where I was trying out the bugs, the locust and all that sort of thing. Well, this was empty. It'd been sitting there empty for a while, so inside now it has got some of the, I think they're the mealworms, which look pretty neat, that sit there. When you talk to people, it freaks them out. What's that there? So those two bits today. Well, not today, this week. If you've seen videos before, you know that I'm a bit fanatical on chocolates and that, and I bought, a little while back I bought, I think, is it 4, maybe 5 boxes of different liqueurs, Baileys, whiskey, bourbon, rum, whatever. Well, I found these, same shop. Ta-da! And I've never seen these as liqueurs before, but it's wine. There's white wine in the chocolates. And if you look inside, this is what they look like. Those 4 that's left. But I can assure you, the taste sort of winey. It says something about 47% or something, so I'd imagine of that little empty chocolate there, the liquid inside makes up 47% of the whole chocolate. So if you eat about a dozen boxes, you'd probably get a bit tipsy. Maybe not. Charity shop, what did I find? Ta-da! I'm going to call these Harry Potter ones. Harry Potter Hogwarts ponds. Wands. It's a bloody tongue twister, isn't it? Harry Potter Hogwarts wands. They're not really, but it's very little. It's very pink. And I seem to have 4 of these, but brown, and there's 2 pink. And I think they're supposed to be horse crops when you ride him. But for the life of me, unless it's for some youngster, I don't know why it's pink with sparkly handle. But I tend to buy them if they're there, and this was only £1. I buy them, they go in the flat somewhere and they're a talking point, and people see them and you get that looking, oh yeah, it's a freaking riding crop, isn't it? If you do that, it's doesn't particularly hurt, but if you do it like that, oh. Yeah, so got 4 of these knocking around. Very handy if you got flies, which I don't, double glazing, I don't seem to have any, but it's very good. I'm going to go outside one day and just bloody look for flies. Yeah, so it's amazing what you find in flipping charity shops. So that's the 4th one I found. To see me bloody coming, I think. Okay, last bit, maybe second to last bit actually. I'll do this bit. I actually had, what's that? That's my flipping joy. I've got a good, well, so-called good carpet cleaner. The more electric, expensive ones, sort of crap, really. I borrowed one that was a lot better. That was sort of crap. So today I went and bought this. And no, I'm not advertising this, because if I bloody advertised it, I'd have probably got it free. So I had to go and buy it. But it's a little hand-held one. Well, long-handled one. And so it was about £32. I've tried it, and at the moment it seems to be working a hell of a lot better than chunking around with them flipping heavy electric things that didn't really do any good. And I think this is going to do better than they did. How? I don't know, but it seems to. And the very last bit is this. I bought a bit of wood. Woo! And that's the bit of wood. And this is going to be my DIY project. I did go and I bought a piece of wood. It's probably pine. But it worked out about there somewhere. So it was about that, which is about as wide as they had, which at the end of the day wasn't any good. It was long enough, but width-wise it really wasn't good enough. It was a bit too slim. This may be a little bit too much that way, but I don't care, because we're looking at the widest width to the lowest. So this is going to be my next DIY project, which I will take photographs, I imagine, of the different levels as I'm going through it. Whether or not I get it done this week or not depends if I really get stuck in. And if I turn it round, you'll get an idea. This isn't pine, this is MDF, but I do have a tin of sealers, so it will seal it, sort of waterproof it. Plus it's going to be painted, plus it's going to be varnished, and it's going to be this. Have a guess. There. Can you see? So if I put it that way up. Yep, it's coffin shape. So this, when that two bits are cut off, these two bits are cut off, and it's got the beading on and it's all done up. And underneath it will have two brackets to stop it moving one way or the other. This will become, ta-da, for the want of a better word, because I'm not really bloody sure what they're called, I think it's called a bath tidy. So this will be a coffin lid bath tidy. I've got a pretty good bath tidy, but this one will be a little bit wider, a little bit more ornate, a little bit more me, and it will be a coffin lid bath tidy mini bar. So if you look at it this way again, I will be buying some knobs, some extra ones, because I normally put little knobs on as coffin screws. But when I was in there today, I found these, which were pretty reasonable, £2 each. And if I show you, I'll just throw one on the floor. Why not? I'll show you one. It's brass or brass style. You can have it that way up, or you can have it that way up. Really ornate. And what I dropped on the floor is the knob, which has a bolt in it which goes into there, and that goes to there. Let me try and get this one, because this one's still got the screw in. It falls out of here as it is, but once it's through the wood, the back will be holding it. But it'll look like that, which I think is pretty bloody nice and ornate. So this will probably go somewhere round about here, I think. So if you, there's the edge going along there, and this will be just below. There'll be some beading, and then this will be just below it with, see if I can not drop the flipping handle. That'll be there, and there'll be, let's put this one back down. That'll be there with the thing. There'll be one there, one in each corner, one on each corner, and either that one there and there, or there and there. So it'll either be, yeah, it'll be 6, I imagine. So that's going to look pretty flipping ornate. So yeah, that's going to sit across the bath. I've got to decide whether it's going to be a brown sort of type coffin lid, or whether it's going to be black, which is usually me. And then it will be decked out. There'll be a little bit coming off one side and up, which will hold a candle. There will be, I might add some holes in, which means that if I want to, I can just sit a book stand into it if I want to read. And it will also have, there'll be a brass plate here, because there's a company on Amazon where I normally get my brass plates, R.I.P. rest in peace, so and so. So I should probably take that idea from someone that's passed on that maybe had something to do with water, possibly, seeing as it's the bathroom, or maybe somebody that had something to do with the theme of what my bathroom is, which is chapel of restroom. Chapel of restroom. Anyway, yeah, doesn't look much now, but it will look a lot different when it's finished. So you'll see the finished product, and I don't know whether you like it or not. It is pretty thick that way, but for what I want it, and when you think that there's going to be beading taking up so much of the edges, there needs to be a fair bit of space there. So yeah, that's my new DIY project. So that will be popping up in the future, so you can have a look to see how it comes out. Hopefully I'll have it done within the week. Normally I get something like that and it'll be done by tomorrow night, because I'm just bloody, hey, I bet this idea, I'm going to do it. I am doing it. And then tomorrow night it'll be sitting on the bloody bath. We shall see. I'll probably go out tomorrow, so I'll probably talk myself into going for the beading, and that'll be more or less what I need, really. So folks, I'm going to drink the water, which is real H2O. I don't think I'm going to eat any more of them chocolates, because I think I'm getting freaking sick of eating chocolates. Think a little bit more about that. Hope that the bit of carpet I've done is bloody dry by the time I've got to go to bed. I've got to skate across it. So far, there you go, Sunday Snippets. So have a good week. A good week that's coming up. Do or don't do what I'd do.